What's up, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Daily Grizzle. In today's episode, me and the wife are finally wrapping up Lift 4, our 8-week exercise program, and we're super excited about that. Now that we're done exercising for the rest of the year, we'll spend some time in the kitchen and in other places in the house as we prepare to host more family for the holiday season. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give us a like. And if you're new to our page, we really would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel so you can check out more Daily Grizzles in the future. And just like that, Lift 4 is done. Well, the program will seem really long when you start, but as you get going, start going through your exercise days, going through your rest days, you'll see that 8 weeks really isn't a long time at all. Today's workout, in my opinion, was one of the most challenging because you got to get over the mental hurdle of being right at the end in combination with pushing yourself as hard as possible because you're at the end. I've seen people make it this far in a program like this and get to the last day and flat out quit, but that makes no sense to me. I mean, if you run a marathon, why stop 100 yards from the finish line? So my goal is to always push hard at the very end, give it all that I got, and confirm everything that I worked for in the past 8 weeks. That's what it's really all about. Every day that you work out in the weeks building up to this, they prepare you for this moment. And it's all about getting here, showing what you can do, and recognizing your growth from beginning to end. So now that I'm done with that, I'll take me a couple weeks off, rest up, and I got a lot of people that are interested in doing this program with me. So I think we're gonna start over again in January. I'm going for big goals. So my wife comes up with the coolest ideas, and what she decided to do is make these goodies for the guys that take away our trash, and that just kind of shows how thoughtful she is because it's something that I didn't think of, but it is a pretty good idea, you know, to give something to these guys that do some of the most basic things that we don't even think about, you know, instead of handing them big bags of trash all the time. It's her way of saying thank you during the Christmas season or whatever holiday season you celebrate. She's totally responsible for all the kind-hearted stuff that we do as a family. I mean, she comes up with the greatest ideas, but she's the one that goes out and puts in the effort to go look for them and think of people besides herself, and that just makes her amazing. Knocking a lot of junk out of our garage. My goal is to transform it into a workout area, but we're slowly but surely getting there. That's a big step. Just made the school drop off of my young one. As you can see, I am by myself. And that is because my better half is at the house doing her last day of Lift 4 with me out of the house. Being a person that's very adamant about people taking care of their health and fitness and being married to a person that has those desires can apply some additional pressure to a person while they're trying to do their best. I want the best for my wife, but I think when you're married to a person or in a relationship with a person that's so into health and fitness, the words and the critiques can come across more as criticisms, and they could be more negative than they are positive, especially when the action is going on. So I try my best to respect her wishes and just get out of the house while she does her workout, and then talk about form and intensity at a later period, you know, because when you're in the middle of it and you hear these words, you know, they could do more harm than good. So I want the same thing for her as I want for everybody. I want people to, you know, make sure they get the most out of the time that they spend doing these workouts. You know, 8 weeks is a long time, and the last thing I want is for somebody to do a workout program for 8 weeks and get absolutely nothing out of it. It's important to me that I make sure that I pass on the right form, the right level of intensity, because nobody wants to go through 8 weeks and not get what they want out of it. I think deep down inside, she knows that I mean well. I just think that it's a lot harder to receive those words when your boyfriend or your husband, you know, it's all in your face about it. Back at the house, about to take the groceries out of the car. As soon as we opened the back door to the truck, we realized we had a big brain fart. Brain fart of the day is not the fact that we left all this stuff in here, but we left something frozen in the back of the car. So it's been out for a while. I think the thing that may save me is it was like 30 degrees last night, so I don't think it's spoiled, but now we gotta go freeze it again. Okay, look, it turned out okay.
He's talking about me too. Look better.
Just like I said, it would turn out okay. It's probably gonna be smart for us to let this cool for about 10-15 minutes. You ain't gotta get too fancy, just rich, creamy chocolate icing. Now this is what I do. I put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds to where I can pour it on here and spread it. And just to add to the action of the Mississippi mud, I get 2 of these things. I told you today wasn't gonna be a healthy day. Now you understand why I work out so much. Christmas and Thanksgiving, we get done. Sure, this thing's about 10 pounds heavy. Okay. Superwife is making one of my favorite desserts from my grandmother, the millionaire pie, which is the bomb. So she's gonna make, what, 2 of them? Yes. Well, the recipe makes 2, so I think she's gonna have one for the house. We're gonna give one to a friend, since we don't need to be eating all of this stuff. We got red velvet cake, Mississippi mud cake, millionaire pie, tons of cookies, pecan bars. This is going nuts over here. It's ignorant in here, so we gotta give some of this away, but we enjoy making it. Cream cheese icing for the red velvet cake, putting all the sugars in here. All the sugars.
It wasn't that full.
All the sugars.
Okay,
it sounds better when we say it like that though.
They put a whole bunch of powdered sugar in there.
Put pans together. Conversation I had about vanilla extract. I mean, you put a little bit of this stuff in food. So I wonder, does having it or not having it make that big of a difference? What's your take? Damn! I think you got too much vanilla extract. No, it's good. Do you like, no. I'm gonna do you like on bingo, like how you be doing with them punch moves. Every time you don't throw something away, you be like, trash bingo. Trash bingo. Bingo. Right now, we're gonna throw this thing in a hyperdrive. All right, time to bust out this ham. If you saw the video from Thanksgiving, it came out absolutely amazing. I got a little bit of a different strategy. I've been placing the ham in there directly, but now I got this little grate to put at the bottom so I can use that. This would be the second time that I've tried cooking the spiral cut ham. And the one thing that I learned at Thanksgiving was it was hard as heck to try to keep that thing together. It's already pre-sliced, so pieces will fall off if you're not careful. Pat it on them, how about that? To remedy that situation, I found some old wood skewers and I just used them to hold the spiral cut ham together so that we could get a good cook out of our ham without it falling apart inside the fryer. Hold together. All right, so we're gonna haul this one outside, put them in the mix. So out of all the great desserts that my family used to make, I realized I had never tried doing a rum cake. So I figured, why not give it a try today? How many of y'all really lick the bowl? Did you lick the bowl as a kid? Man, raw eggs in here and everything, just licking the bowl. Are we out of butter? Okay, man. Thank goodness for the H Mart Korean folks stay open. Shout out to my Korean folks for saving the day.
and becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me, if you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you.
Tastes good. Got like rum juice all over the counter.
Whoa.
Gray color.
Is gray color?
Yes!
It's 12:54 and it is now the Santa hour. I have most of my food prep done with the exception of dicing some vegetables in preparation for the dressing and the greens tomorrow. But I gotta go in here and get these toys ready for the kids, and I also gotta wrap some gifts for the wife. The Santa hour is about to start. Hopefully I can get it wrapped up without watching daybreak. So wish me luck. Done with that foolishness. Now I just gotta get it over to the side, set up a couple of trains, do a little gift wrapping, and I'm done.
Your skill is extraordinary.
Man, the turkey is looking pretty good. Yeah. I tried a new strategy. I rubbed them down with more olive oil and sprayed on some while it was cooking. And it looks like this is going to be my best turnout ever in the greaseless turkey fryer. I'm pretty excited about that. He likes to toast, huh? He's a toast master. When we thug with that sparkling grape, you know. We keep it light around here. Look at that. We're doing some donut sugar.
Happy New Year! Happy New New? Oh, okay. Is it yummy?
Here we go, brother. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year. Yay. Asher, say hi.
Is it yummy?
There you go. All right. Woo, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, New Year's cheer with here at the house, me and the family, just like any old boring parent. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything. This is how we do. Happy New Year from the Hustle and Grizzle team. I hope you have an awesome 2019.